Hello everybody, welcome back to another xSmithyx livestream. Here today for WOR round number 11 for the Imola Grand Prix. I hope you're all doing well. It has been a bit of a while since we last spoke. Obviously, if you've missed the stream last week, we did manage to get our first win in WOR. So hopefully we can go back to back on another of the new circuits today as we go around the legendary Imola circuit. But I hope we're all doing well. Let me know in the chat if everything is working, you can hear me. And yeah, I hope you are all doing fantastic today. And hopefully we can have another good stream and a good race to entertain you guys. Before we get started though, a few things I do want to speak about. Just going to make sure the chat is actually working. Before we get started though, starting a little bit earlier today just so we've got enough time to actually talk through everything, because we've actually been on time the last couple of weeks, which is a little bit strange for us, but I hope it's not too much of an issue for everyone. It appears to all be working. Right, okay, so before we start, a couple of little shout outs I want to give. So a couple of friends of mine just want to use this sort of platform that we've got here to try and give some people a shout out. First of all, if I quickly switch over using the magic of the magic of editing. My friend Alex has a clothing line that he's hoping to start up called Kwama Clothing. I have seen some of his designs. They are actually very, very good. I've not been able to get my hands on some of them because he has had a few prototypes, but they are incredible. So I want every single person in this chat, if you have Instagram, please go and follow my friend Alex's Instagram account, Kwama Clothing, as you can see on the screen. Give him a little follow, and I'm sure it'll incentivize him to try and get some of his stuff out, because I know he is very, very passionate about getting that sorted. Another one we have to do, and I'm very glad Jack is in the chat for this. So my good friend Jack, he's always here supporting us. Just going to make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, he's always here supporting us. He's been a very good friend of mine for a long time, and he is a music producer. This on screen now is his, I guess, band. Jack will correct me if that's wrong. Called Stockholm. They have a new track releasing tomorrow. So again, every single person, get on Spotify, go and search for Stockholm, give the music a listen, because although he is a bit of a douche, he is actually surprisingly good at making music. So give them a follow, and make sure when it comes out tomorrow, give that track a little listen, because I'm sure it will be a banger as always. But that is it with me being nice now. We're going to switch back into dickhead mode, which is my usual persona. Oh, I forgot to switch over. Right. So let's switch over to the actual main screen so we can see what's going on. Where has my fucking controller gone? There it is. Right, so as I said, today we are here for Imola. Production duo. Okay, that's apparently what he wants to be called, a production duo. You make music, you're a band, be quiet. But anyway, yes, here today for Imola, one of the new circuits added after the release of the game. So it's not been a track that's been out for too long, only about a month or so. So it's going to be very interesting to see everyone's pace around here, because like I said, normally like a lot of the tracks in the game we've had for years now, so we've been able to learn them. It tends to carry over a lot game to game. However, this hasn't been in an F1 game since 2013, and the old version of it was pretty crap, to be honest. So it'll be interesting to see how everyone does today. We have got a bit of a smaller grid today. I think we're only expecting about 14 or 15, but it's not too much smaller, so it should still be a good grid. And like we said, hopefully we can have a good race. We did manage to win last time out. Obviously, our good rival, I guess we could call him, Lud, is in words. I'm really good at English today. Lud is in the game, so obviously we're expecting big things from him again. Minx is one of the championship contenders. Only 3 races to go. We're not in title contention this season, unfortunately. Minx just is, Lud just is, but the main duo you want to keep an eye out today are CSR Jan and DRT Andrew. I think they're separated by about 4 or 5 points. It's not a big gap at all with 3 races to go. So I think all eyes are going to be on their title battle today. Obviously, Sideshow Samuel here again, Mr. Blue Sky. Sinster, our good old pal from Tier 9, he is here. Crispy will be racing as well. Syndicate, and then obviously we've got Ada doing the mainstream. Yeah, I don't know if any of you are on Twitch, but if you do want to have a full overview of the race, not just our perspective, you can go over to twitch.tv/ I think it's WOR World Online Racing. They have a stream of this race going on today, with sort of off-board cameras like you see on TV. It'll be like that, and it is fully commentated. So if you would like to have that version of things on, feel free to go over there. X O'Connor, thank you for joining us, pal. I don't know what time it is over there, mate. You're an absolute mad lad for staying up to watch this, so thank you very much. Realised I put my gloves on a bit early. A lot of rambling though, but hopefully we should be starting in about 5 minutes time, and hopefully it doesn't rain because I've not practiced the wet. But the races I've seen in the other tiers, quite a few of them have rained. So I'm hoping it doesn't rain because I've not practiced. I've practiced a lot for the dry, and I'm not going to lie, we're looking quite good. So hopefully I've not just jinxed it. Nothing important going on in the Discord, so it looks like I've got to fill some time. Give me your predictions, everyone. Let me know who do you think's going to win this race. Who do you think's going to win the title? Obviously, Jan has looked pretty consistent so far, but he's had a bit of a wobble the last couple of races. So maybe feeling the pressure a little bit. Maybe Andrew can sneak in. And let's take bets now on how and where I'm going to bottle this race, because that tends to be my thing. But how are we all? Let me know in the chat. What have you been up to today? Are you enjoying this? Are you all excited for the F1 next... Is it next weekend? I think it's next weekend. Our stream sponsor today, unofficially, is Ashbeck English Tesco Water. Tastes like shit, but we need to hydrate because I'm probably going to get sweaty like I did last week. It was absolutely vile. And this track is very difficult, very, very concentration heavy. Very difficult corners. Obviously, the Villeneuve chicane. You've got Piratella. The track limits there are absolutely brutal. Aqua Minerale is just a spin central. You get up to Variante Alta, the chicane at the top of the hill. You have to absolutely send it over that, and that can easily yeet your car if you do it wrong. And the two Ravazzas, again, very difficult for track limits at the end. So it's gonna be a very difficult race. We need a lot of concentration for this one, to be honest. So hopefully we can keep that up. But we should be starting in about 3 minutes time. Hopefully, anyway. So an 18-minute qualifying session and then a 32-lap race will follow. And like I said, hopefully it'll be dry. Hopefully not too many safety cars with a bit of a smaller grid. We are still waiting on a couple of people. So I think we might actually be a bit late today to see what's going on with that. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully we can put on a good stream for you and then we can have a good little race. And not do our usual trick of spinning out of race winning positions, which obviously we have done, I think, about 3 times so far this season. Spa, USA and Mexico. Obviously Mexico was probably a bit gone after the safety car. Kind of screwed us over a little bit, so hopefully we can avoid that today. But our pace is looking very good. I've been comparing our times with some of the other tiers, sort of higher up, and the fastest lap I've done in the qualifying practice is quicker than the tier 3 pole time. So realistically, we've got a very good chance here as long as we can actually get the laps in that we need to do. Who are we actually waiting on? I think the 2 Haas drivers, not that I'm particularly going to miss them if they don't turn up. Oh, we've got Jack here. Who else are we waiting on? Well, that's 11, so not everyone is going to score points now. We are waiting on... No, he's waiting on LeMays, our really good friend. Ranger James, I'm not sure if he'll turn up because he's got a grid... qualifying ban for today. And Trinal Moon, the other Haas driver. Hopefully they'll hurry up and get in because I do want to get started. Did you hear about the leak? What? If this is going to be a joke, then no, I didn't. Go on, Crispy. What's the punchline? I've not heard about any leaks now. It's going to be an awful joke. I can already tell. This is the setup to an awful joke. So, chat, let's all get ready. I'm going to warn you now, Crispy, if this is a shit joke, I'm going to ban you from chat. Oh, got one of the Haas drivers in. I think just waiting on one, maybe two more people now, and then we should be good to get going. Oh, dear. Right, hopefully we'll be ready up soon, because I'm not very good at waffling and filling time. Oh, Jake LeBiz has turned up, that's a surprise. Didn't realise he was turning up today, but it's an extra person on the grid. I mean, hopefully we can ready up soon, because I want to get racing. It takes me a bit of time, I find, to usually get back in the swing of things. And obviously I've done a lot of practice today, but this sort of downtime doesn't help, especially around a circuit like this where it's all about rhythm. You've got to be constantly on it, constantly driving, and just one little like break in your flow or anything like that easily can screw you over. There is LeMaze, I think. Oh, there's Ranger James as well. That should be everyone now. So we should be good to ready up in a second and get underway. Just waiting for people to select their cars. What is going on? Well, everyone's kicking off over people who apparently shouldn't be here, so hopefully we could hurry up and decide what's going on, because I want to get racing. I do not know what is going on here. Apparently there's someone in the lobby who shouldn't be in, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Hopefully we sort it out. Just gonna mute everyone just in case someone decides to put anything funny on the mic. Sorry about the damn time, guys. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. I think apparently there's someone who shouldn't be in the lobby. I don't know what's going on. I just want to get started, to be honest. Enthralling gameplay and stream right here. I know. I do apologise. These people just can't get themselves sorted out. Yeah, there are some pretty suspect connections in here, to be honest. If this was back in the day an old Modern Warfare 2 lobby, they'd be getting rinsed right about now, but Right, it looks like we're just readying up. Right. Now that shit show's over with. Do Jaeger bomb while I'm not doing a Jaeger bomb. Stop trying to get drunk Reese back. Oh bollocks, I pressed the wrong button. Give me a second, I've accidentally turned my TV over. It's going to be out. Switch that back. Right, we should... Jesus. Never mind a Jaeger bomb, I need some fucking water. Ugh. Right. Let's get ready to go. So like I said, we have an 18-minute qualifying session now. I hope to God it's not raining because I haven't practiced at all and we're going to be nowhere. Thank you for everyone who has tuned in. I know it's not... Oh, Jesus Christ. Sorry for anyone who's epileptic because that's just hurt my eyes. What was I saying? Yeah, thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a bit of a slow start, waiting for this to get going. Don't know what has been going on, but we are getting ready now. We'll be going in just a minute's time, or now. Please don't be raining. That looks good to me. I'll take that. Right, so Imola setup, take all the fuel out. I will say, if you do want access to the full setup for this, you do play the F1 game, there is a link in the description below to the xSmithyx Discord. Single reach reveal yourself. Sod off, Jack. Trying to be nice, I was promoting you before. There is a link to a Discord below if you do want to get this set up and all the other setups that we use in our leagues. They are all in there available for you to use. So if that kind of thing interests you, click on the link below and come and say hello. But we're going to go out now, first attempt. Hopefully we can set a decent lap. The pole position time we're looking for will be a low to mid 1:14 around here. So hopefully we can nail that. Just going to make sure we don't get any traffic on this run. And yeah, hopefully we can get a good session and a good stream underway. So a quick track tour as we invalidate the outlap, doesn't really matter. That's the Tamburello chicane, very tricky there. Really got to use the curbs as you go around the circuit. Villeneuve next. It's a very tricky one. If you hook that curb too much there, screws you over. That's a tricky right-hander as we go up towards the Tosa hairpin. Down to second gear for me, up to third. Power off the corner. Looks like the McLaren is going to let us go. That is Jan, the championship leader, as we come up towards Piratella. One of the trickiest corners on the track. The track limits here so strict as the car just wants to drift out wide as we head down the hill towards Acqua Minerale. Very difficult curved braking zones, we completely butcher it. Very strict again on track limits as we come up towards Variante Alta, the chicane at the top of the hill, hit the brakes, mount the inside curb as we haven't done there. Get on the throttle as soon as you can as we come down the hill towards the two Ravazzas, but we need to get everything ready for our lap. Last little bit of tyre temp. Let's leave a gap to that car in front. Let's come through the second Ravazza, try and get a good exit. And here we go. Made a complete mess of the first corner there, going way too deep. That was alright. Into Tosa, purple first sector, so quicker than the two who went ahead, but then we bottled the exit. Oh god, what's going on up here? These guys need to move. That sort of ruined our lap a little bit because we got dirty air through there. Don't know what the hell those two were doing. Just going to bounce it over the curbs. Andrew has retired from the session. That's going to be big for the championship. Looks like he's lost it coming out of the Tamburello chicane. This lap has been compromised, so I'm not expecting... Oh, Jesus. Well, I'm definitely not expecting anything good now. So we completely bottle it coming out that corner. Just happy we kept it out the wall, to be honest. No damage from that, no. Well, it wasn't looking like a particularly good lap anyway, so no harm done really. We'll just fuel the car back up. Is it going to show us our sector times? No. So we're not going to know. I mean, the lap was compromised anyway. With the I don't know what the Red Bull and the Haas were doing at the top of the hill at Piratella. Not to worry, plenty of time left. I think pole so far is a 15.1, so we can easily get underneath that. Just going to go straight back out, same set of tyres. Shouldn't affect us too much, should still have time to do 2 more runs at the end of the session. Just got to wait for these stupid animations to play. Hopefully we can get a clear run this time, because we've definitely got the pace here today. Okay, 12 minutes left, should have enough time to do 2 more runs. We'll have a look what time we get back into the pits at though, just in case. On McLaren behind, that'll be Jan because Andrew is out. Yeah, it's a very short lap around here, so even though we've bottled the first run, we can easily still get 2 more. Got Lud in front, currently P3. Obviously last week gave us that incredible battle for the win around Portimao, so obviously expecting him to be strong today. He's done his usual thing where he says he's not done much practice and he's not feeling very quick, but I guarantee he's going to be right up there. Syndicate actually is looking pretty handy, according to the times that he's been showing us before the session. So, potential for another new person up at the top, which is always welcome. Let's go again though, not make a mess of this lap, hopefully. No traffic to contend with this time, so hopefully we can get a clean run. Still going too deep through the first part of Tamburello. Track's just not quite there yet, but it'll grip up. Very close to invalidating there through Piratella. Should come towards Aqua Minerale. It's very much like turn 8 at Portimao. That is so easy to spin the car through there. So it's not really going to be an issue if this isn't fastest, because this is on a scrub set of tyres, but we're going to come up to the line now, see what this lap has been. Feels alright, and that is fastest actually.
That's the fastest lap so far. Well done.
That's a surprise. We'll go. We'll pit this lap, but we'll do another push lap. Not really got the ERS for it, but it's a good fact-finding lap.
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
You can see we've gained a lot of time through Tosa, so we know there's time to be found there. On the next run through Piratella, didn't get the best of runs through here. We've invalidated anyway. We have gained some time. Aqua Minerale, we were very cautious here. Again, that would have been an invalidation. It doesn't really matter, but like I said, there is time in that. Yeah, there's easily a couple of tenths in this lap yet. Easily. But we are going to pit.
Right, come in at the end of this lap.
Get a fresh set of boots on, go again, because we are definitely a lot quicker than that. What was it, 24.1? It's not a good first sector, to be fair. 2 tenths up though, he's on a 25.8 middle. That's our 25.9, so we lost time in the middle sector. That's probably through Aqua Minerale. And then he gained about half a tenth in the last sector, so... Oh, so it's a pretty decent lap. Good to see Syndicate up there. Let's just quickly, before we go out again, have a look at how the session's looking. I said, obviously, for the championship, the big news is that Andrew has already retired. Let's see. Crispy then goes quicker, 2 tenths clear. That'll probably go to his head a little bit. So we're going to go and have to knock him off his perch.
All personnel be aware, car leaving.
But yeah, in time trial practice we've done a 13.8, which I think at the minute is the 134th best time in the world on Xbox at least, so we've definitely got some pace around here. In our qualifying simulations we've done a 14.0 or a 14.1, so there's about a second in this lap. As long as we can nail it, not get too much traffic, and not bottle it like we did first time round, we should be okay. My pit limiter decides not to disengage there. Doesn't matter about their invalidation, it's only our outlap. But we are going to want to look after these tyres, because if we do set a good lap, potentially we could be starting the race on these. Lud has now picked us. We're not going to talk too much about strategy until the race is actually going, just because I know a couple of the people in here do watch my stream, and I don't want to give away too much. Obviously we're not in the title fight, but that doesn't mean I don't want to win this race. Hopefully this lap will be a little bit better. Not the best turn one there, to be honest. See, a little bit down. Then we gain it all back on the exit of Tosa.
There's only 1 lap of fuel remaining.
There we go, Aqua Minerale, that's 3 tenths in one corner. But by 4 tenths now, this should be pole as long as we don't bottle the last couple of corners. And then we can go again at the end. Oh, we have bottled the last couple of corners. Nice run out the final corner though. This will go fastest by about 1/10 of a second.
Fantastic. That was the fastest lap.
Right, gonna back off now. Don't want to wear these tyres out, because like I said, if we don't improve, this will be the set of tyres we start the race on, and we don't want any unnecessary wear on them. But we know we've got a lot of time in the first sector, completely bottled the Tamburello chicane. This wasn't the best either, through Villeneuve. So we know we can improve there. Toso, we got a pretty good run on the exit, but the entry was a bit naff. There's probably a bit more time there. Piratella was okay, but I think we committed a little bit too early. There's probably a better line through there. So maybe a 10th through Piratella. Aqua Minerale was actually pretty good. So we might not be able to find much more time through that corner. Variante Alta, I think we'll just have to send it on our last lap. See what we can do, and then the two Ravazzas at the end didn't really get the line right through here. So there is definitely a lot more time in that lap.
Pitting this lap then, come into the pits at the end of this lap.
I don't know how much quicker everyone else can go, obviously. So currently on pole position with a 1:14.715, a 10th clear, I think it's about a 10th clear of Crispy in second. Not sure what time Blood has done, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. But now it's going to be a little bit quiet now as everyone gets ready for the final runs. Hopefully we can send it and consolidate this pole position. If not, hopefully no one improves by too much. It's a very difficult track to improve on, to be fair. But I think we've definitely got 4 or 5 tenths in that lap, easy. See, Sector 1, despite the fact we completely bottled the first part of Tamburello, we're pretty much matched in. We're up in the second, and we gain about a 10th and a half in the final sector, and that was with a massive mistake through the second Ravazza. So I think it looks like it's between me and Crispy for pole, but I reckon we can probably get that. 2:30 left in the session, so we've just got enough time. Just going to sit here.
Lap so far is
yes, cheers, Jeff.
1:14.7.
Yep, I can see that. Just going to sit here, give it about 10 seconds or so, and then we'll go out, last run, absolutely send it, and hopefully grab pole position. But I hope you are enjoying. Hope you are all enjoying the stream, guys. Do let me know if you are. Like I said, as always, if you do have any questions about the F1 game, anything like that, please do drop them in the chat. I am checking it. And I will do my best to answer your questions. Obviously not right now though, because we're about to go out for our final run in qualifying. And it's going to be an important one. Right, we're going to leave it in standard. We want to try and burn as much fuel as possible on this outlap. Make the car as light as possible. Oh, excuse me. Crispy in front of us, not sure what he's doing. Doesn't look like he's going to let us go. I hope he doesn't hold us up too much though. Ideally I want to be in front of him, but I don't think he's going to let me do that. Syndicate has unfortunately retired. I think he's dropped it coming out of Piratella by the looks of it, yeah. I mean, I really do want to get past Crispy here, because I want clean air for my lap. I'm just worried that he might slow down and try and block us a little bit, because there's not much time left. No. Right, it's going to back off. What is he doing? If he doesn't hurry up, I am just going to go past him here, because this is... yeah, not waiting for him to mess around. Not the best of exits from the second Ravazza there, so we might be a little bit slow in a straight line here as we start the lap. Just got over the line. Bottled that corner again. Clawed it all back already though. Ah, we've made a massive mistake there. Got a little wobble through that corner. And that's invalidated. Ah! God damn it. If Crispy's improving behind then, he's going to get pole position. Nothing we can do about this. Going to cross the line. Yep, massive mistake there. Just got to wait to see what Crispy does. Is he going to steal pole from us? No, he's not. It looks like we have clinched it. Oh, so close as well. Yeah, we were up by about a tenth and a half and then just bottled it coming through Aqua Minerale. So we had to send it into the chicane and unfortunately invalidated, but it is pole position by about half a tenth of a second. That's, is that 2 poles in a row? No, we didn't get pole last time, did we? Whew. But we start from P1. Yeah, to be fair, I've really struggled with that first corner. I was losing so much time. I think there's easily... Let me just check what my first sector was. I'll be able to tell you how much time I've lost. So, yeah, I am about 0.4 of a second off my personal best through the first sector. Absolute mess. Middle sector wasn't brilliant. The last sector, to be fair, my last sector is only about a tenth off my best. But yeah, the first sector, I just could not hook that up. Yeah, hopefully that's not going to be too much of an issue. We will start on pole. Unfortunately, this is probably the worst pole position of the season to have, and we're against Crispy, who is on a controller, which means he will get an absolutely insane start. Thanks to the pad OP. Yeah, pole P1, P1 Sebastian. Right, so the strategy will beers at the ready. hopefully we can go back to back. So the strategy for today's race, it is a one stop. We are going to be going soft to medium though, because the mediums can just about do it. We're not going to ready up because some people have issues with the connection to the game, so it's going to let them do what they want to do. Yeah, so it is a one-stop race, so it will be a pretty, I don't want to say boring race, but it will be quite a simple race in terms of strategy, so it's purely going to be about pace. We might need to stretch the words. Might have to stretch that first soft stint, maybe a couple of laps, maybe lap 12, lap 13, something like that, nothing too drastic. Just need to try and not get any penalties, that's going to be the key thing, and hopefully get a good launch off the line. That has been our main weakness. It's been something I've been working on a lot today, to be fair. You can see the reason this pole position is bad is it doesn't actually point where the track is, it's pointing to the grandstand on the left, so straight away as you start we have to try and pull to the right, which isn't ideal for traction purposes. We nearly stall it.
Everything looks good on the power unit cycle, so let's concentrate on bringing tyres and brakes up to temperature.
Crispy shouldn't really have gone there, to be honest, but it's not too much of an issue. Just desperately need to try and get some temperature into these front tyres. Don't know what the grid are doing back there, but we need to make sure as well that we don't sit on the grid for too long because you lose so much tyre temperature. So this is going to be quite a slow formation lap, sorry. Just trying to build up a little bit of tyre temp. You can see on the mini-map there in the bottom, actually my head, oh no, it's beneath my head. There is a bit of a gap sort of in the train where that Haas is. You need to try and make that close up, because all this tyre temp we're putting in now, if we're sat on the grid for 30 seconds, is pointless.
Radar is clear, weather is looking good for now.
music to my ears. Dry race. But yeah, so the strategy, we are running extremely high downforce here. I don't know what everyone else is running. We do tend to go quite different with our setups. Last week we went for a very low downforce one, which probably won us the race. This week we've gone quite high downforce, which means we need to break the DRS as quickly as possible. It's so powerful around Imola. Just going to back it off a little bit here because there's a bit of a gap forming. Don't know what's gone on further back, why the Alpha Tauri is so far behind. Don't spin it on the formation lap, Reese. Right, looks like the grid is together. Whew, right. Let's get ready. So this start is going to be crucial. We have to lead going into turn 1, otherwise we're going to be stuck behind Crispy for pretty much the whole race.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
It's a decent start. We've got the inside for turn 1, that's the key thing. Just need to defend the inside here. There we go. Exactly what we needed. Yellow flag behind, that might be a VSC. Oh, looks like a big crash behind. Oh, gone way too deep into there. Yeah, I don't know what's happened behind us. Looks like there's been a bit of a crash.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now.
Whew, that was a hectic first lap. So who have we got behind? Crispy and Jack. So these were the people we were battling at the start of the last race as well. Some useful information. It does look like we're slower in a straight line than Crispy, as expected. So he's running less downforce than we are. A couple of people already stopping. It's not going to be good for them.
VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags.
Crispy's there. If he sends it up the inside here, he's an idiot. That looked like a warning to me. He's going for the move. He's going to defend the inside. Does look a little bit quicker than us at this phase of the race. But if we can just settle into a rhythm, the issue we're going to have obviously is because of that virtual safety car, it's robbed us of an opportunity to try and break away. So he's firmly in the DRS right now. All we need really is him to get a penalty. Oh, we balls that corner up. He's making silly errors here. Let's park the car in the middle, can't go anywhere. He's got so much straight line speed over us though, is the issue.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
And DRS. We're not going to be able to defend this. Oh no! God damn it. How bad's this wing damage then? Oh my lord, it's awful.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Well, that's our race pretty much over.
Understood, copy that.
What is he doing? Well, that's frustrating. What are you doing? Yeah, you saw just how powerful the DRS is there. God damn it. Just a stupid mistake there. Touched the curb, couldn't control it. And that's pretty much our race done at this point, unless we get a safety car.
Release.
Fuck's sake. It's just frustrating because we are literally going to be in the middle of nowhere now. Unless, oh actually we might be close to this minx and since the battle behind. I hope not.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
No, we are out in front. Right, just gonna have to get our head down now, see what we can do. Crispy's retired. What on earth's happened there?
Incident on track resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Oh wow.
There's been an incident on track, but officials aren't looking to push for a safety car right now. Just be careful.
Don't know what's happened to Crispy there, but Crispy is now out of the race. Which is even more frustrating.
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Not entirely sure what he's managed to do there.
Track is clear. Green flag. Our gap to the car in front is 8.2 seconds.
So this race is now just a comeback drive, see what we can do. Yeah, it's just that inside curve there, we just clipped it, spun us around, nothing we could do about it.
Gap to the car behind is 4.7 seconds.
I mean, we are gaining on the people ahead, but it's not by very much. But yeah, you saw the issue when we were battling with Crispy with the setup we run. Because of that VSC, it didn't allow us to break out of his DRS, which meant when he got DRS, we were a sitting duck, and then obviously we bottled it. So all we've got to do now, try and keep it clean, because there will be people getting penalties. Try and get a safety car. Well, not try and get one, but hope that one comes out. As Lud has made a mistake now coming out of Piratella. Oh no, is that coming Arali? He must have spun. We're catching Mr. Blue Sky at a rate of knots, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, Jesus, the rear's locked there, so just going to cut through there. Don't get a warning for that. Yeah, Mr. Blue Sky is losing a lot of time. So I would not be surprised if he's actually AFK. I don't know about that, Crispy. I'm absolutely miles behind. They're going up to Tosa now, and they're essentially a sector ahead at this point. And I still have to make another stop. Somehow not in DRS. Where's Lud? Yeah, so we're ahead of Lud. That's good. Is he letting me go? Looks like it.
Nice move. Good job.
It wasn't really a nice move, Jeff. He just pulled over. Right, so what we'll do, we'll stay on these mediums, we'll go to softs at the end rather than doing 2 sets of mediums. And hopefully we can be a bit racy towards the end of the race.
The gap to the car ahead is 24.8 seconds.
So at the minute we're just outside the pit window of Syndicate. It's about 23, 22 seconds you need for a pit stop. So at the minute if Syndicate pits, he is going to come out in front of us. So it's important we get the hammer down, do some decent laps, try and close that gap a little bit. Obviously just got to hope that we get a safety car at some point because we are so far behind. I mean, unless we try the impossible and try and get these mediums to the end, but I do not think they'd last. But you can see, one lap, and we're pretty much within that pit stop window now, so we've got pace. That was a stupid warning though. We're just running so much downforce, it really... Like, it works for qualifying, but maybe we should have compromised a bit. That's going to be a warning as well. Need to be careful now. One more of those and we are done for. So where are the leaders? The leaders are at the final corner. So we're about 30 odd seconds off the lead. We are quickly closing up to the group in front. Looks like Jan's in the pits. Oh, and Syndicate, and try... Oh. Alright, this is going to be important then to see where we are relative to Syndicate now. Syndicate's gone to hards. Not sure about that one, mate. Alright, so we're ahead of those two. That's key. And Jan has a penalty. So we're P5, Andrew's up ahead, he's not stopped yet, so obviously need to try and get within the pit stop window for him. And we'll be in a net P4, but obviously we do have to stop again, which is going to be the issue. So we're going to have to pray for a safety car at some point in this one. Surprised that wasn't a warning, to be honest. Samuel's in, but I think he was too far ahead for us to even think about trying to jump him. Unless I've massively got my pit calculation wrong, but I don't think I have. No, he's coming out of the pits now.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
What's this new strategy then, Jeff? Soft?
Copy that.
Perfect. I'll take that.
Currently, the fastest lap is a 1:17.8. Gap to car in front is 2.2 seconds.
Okay, so we are now starting to close on Jan and Samuel. Which is interesting because they both stopped after us, but it looks like we are faster. It's such a shame we made that silly error at the start. I sort of compromised our race a little bit, but it's only lap 13. Still a lot of racing to go yet. Yeah, Jan's not looking too comfortable here, so we can try and get within the RS of him, try and make a move at least. He doesn't look comfortable through Aqua Minerale, he loses so much time through there. Oh, Syndicate's retired, safety car please. Please. Come on, game.
You've been
Oh,
awarded
what?
a time penalty for that last incident.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm probably not even going to be able to get that removed either, which is ridiculous. Game hates me today. We are catching Jan, so hopefully we're going to have a little bit of a battle here soon. Obviously Jan in the title battle, can't really afford to lose points here. He is just outside the DRS of Samuel, so... I think the issue is we're just going so far back. Even with DRS, we're not going to be close enough. Needs to be much closer coming out that final corner. Although he is very low on the RS, actually. Okay, let's try and get close this lap then. And then next lap we can pounce. Nope, got hooked on that curb a little bit there though. Yeah, starting to affect us a bit now. How are the tyres looking? 30%. I mean... we might be able to go to the end. Oh god. What?! You can't give me a warning for that. Game's a joke. Jan's got into the DRS of Samuel. That's a ball ache. It means we're not going to be able to use our ERS advantage to get past him now, which had been my plan. Just gotta hope these two battle now. Jan's not going to get close enough. We're half race distance. I think there is a chance we can get these tyres to the end. And we know Jan's low on ERS, his light was flashing last lap around. Couldn't really go for a move there. Tried to get a run off the corner, but it's not worked. He's really low on here. I just can't get close enough. Dirty Air is an absolute nightmare, killing our race here. We're quicker than both these guys, but we just can't get up to them. Sinster's a lap down, so he should get out of the way. Got the run. Right.
Great maneuver. You made it look easy.
Start to take advantage there. Now just need to get on the back of Samuel.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
I'll be honest, Jeff. I've not had any grip since about lap 4. So, oh, for God's sake! What? Why? He's fucking... This game, man. What a joke. All that work to catch him for nothing. What the tyres on as well. Better look on. Did all that work to catch up and then fucking so slow through that chicane. Looks like P5 is what we're going to be getting today, unless we can catch back up. It's so frustrating, man. Gonna have to go off track there. Andrew's in the pits as well. God damn it. So this is the issue. Andrew's now going to be right on our tail. He's there, actually.
You're pulling out a second lap on the car behind.
Well, the issue we've got is Andrew's now on fresh softs and right behind us. So he's just going to sail past. Whereas we could have been, you know, 7 or 8 seconds up the road. What an absolute waste of time this fucking race has been. There's no point fighting it because we are a sitting duck in a straight line. Go on then, not going to fight it, just let him go.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the softs.
Just so frustrating because we've got so much pace around this track. Nope, since he's binned it. Safety car. At this point we've just got to go to the end as well. If we pit we're going to come out behind Trinal, Moon and Lud. And I don't think we'll catch them in time, and we've got no straight line speed to overtake them anyway, so... I mean, we are catching Jan again, so I guess that's something, guys. Only 5 seconds up the road, but I don't know if there's enough laps left. Well, there's another penalty anyway, so what's the point?
Push now. We're boxing this lap.
Cannot be bothered with this race. Looks like Jan's got past Samuel. So hopefully they can fight, hold each other up, let us catch back up to them. Won't make much difference because we've got about half a year's worth of penalties, but somehow about to set our personal best lap of the race. Fucking 30 laps into this stint.
The car ahead is beginning to pull away.
Really, Jeff? Cheers, mate. Hadn't worked that out. There's Mr. Blue Sky, who we passed quite a while ago. We've now lapped him. You can see we've got pace, it's just a stupid mistake at the start when trying to battle and then running into the back of Samuel.
Gap ahead is 2.3 seconds.
How are the tyres doing? Yeah, oh actually we might not be able to get these to the end. It's going to be touch and go whether these tyres will actually go to the end or pop. You can see that right rear is on 56%. Anything above 75, you can get a puncture. So obviously it is nice to be catching these guys, but it won't matter because we have 9 seconds of penalties. So we have to try and gap them by 6 seconds in 8 laps, which is not going to happen, but oh, Trinal Moon is pitted, that's a weird one. Oh my god. At this point the car will just not turn. So it looks like we'll be finishing P5 in this one. Looks like Jack's going to win by an absolute mile, unless Andrew can pull something special out. Obviously we're still going to try and make the move anyway, get a bit of action, but unless we can pull 6 seconds in 7 laps, it's not going to be enough. And Ludd has now pit, so we could come in for some softs, try and go for fastest lap, but you don't get points for it in this league, so yeah, this just shows the pace we've got. These tyres are about 20 laps old at this point, 60% worn. We spun off the back of Samuel and we caught him back up. Need to be careful because this is where it happened. He's so slow through here. So we are going to get the position, but it's not going to matter. We'll have to dump quite a lot of the battery to get this move done, but
Good job, nice overtake.
Already broke the DRS to him as well. Oh, we had so much pace in this race. Another warning. What does it matter at this point? Let's try and get after Jan, see if we can force him into a mistake. If Jan gets one more warning, and that... surely that's got to be one. He's very close himself to getting a penalty. So if he's on 9 and we're on 9, obviously it's then 4 position, that battle. What are the tyres on?
You're lapping around a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
So our tyres are very close to exploding.
You're pulling out a second a lap on the car behind.
Oh no. Lost about a second there, silly mistake. Oh, Sam's now up to 6 seconds of penalties. If he's not careful, and he gets another one. That could hand us P4.
Our gap to the car in front is 3.1 seconds.
Oh, he's going to be in the DRS, I think. I don't want to be fighting this kid. Go away. Right, just gonna have to hope he used all his battery to do that, and so we can try and run away on this lap. Blood with a 16.4, we could probably beat that, to be fair.
Fuel remaining. Tyres are going to fall off the cliff soon. Take extreme care.
Again, Jeff, I've not had any grip for God knows how long. How long's left? About 3 laps. We actually might get a puncture here. But oh, Jan has a penalty. Jan has got another penalty. If we can crack on... oh, Jesus. If we can crack on here, we can try and get past Jan. It will be for position. Just hard to push when your tyres are this bad. To be fair, we're gapping Sam as well. Only need a second and a half over the next few laps, and we'll actually get to keep this P4. Should be quite some recovery drive. Well, I say that if my tyres don't explode. Oh, Sam has got another penalty. That means we are now a legit P4 on track. But if we get one more warning in this race, we get another penalty, so got to keep it clean now. He says as he absolutely destroys that curb.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah, he's going very wide there. God, these tyres are really going off now. We just need to push Jan into a mistake. If he gets another penalty, that's us up into P3 in this race. Which I think, given everything that's happened... Oh my god, that corner's not flat anymore. If I get a puncture on the last lap, I'm actually going to cry. Well, Sam's got a penalty, so we're locked into this position now. As long as we don't get a puncture, that is. Yeah, we can't do left-handers anymore.
This is your final
Tyres
lap.
are
Final
so
lap of the
dead.
race.
1.8 behind Jan. I don't think we're going to get close enough to have a move. We just need to put him under pressure. If he makes one mistake and gets a penalty, then we're on the podium. Similarly,
The gap to the car ahead is 1.8 seconds.
we need to make sure our tyre doesn't go pop. It's not going to be enough. Good win for Jack, GG's to him. Thoroughly deserved. I think he had a bit of an easy race, to be honest. Unfortunate one for us, but we're going to come home in P4, which after everything I will definitely take. Don't know how we got to the end on that set of mediums. Oh. Just so frustrated to think what could have been. If we hadn't have had that second spin with Samuel, we would have finished P3. So it's not back-to-back podiums, that's a shame, not a race win, but, you know, I'm going to take a 4th place after the absolute dog of a race we had. Oh dear. Have a look at the chat. Yeah, it was a difficult race, that one. It's just obviously very disappointing. We had the pace to win it. You can see at the end we're catching people on mediums that are literally 27 laps old in puncture territory, so you know, we've definitely had the pace, but just so unlucky. I mean, that spin was totally on me, the first one. I had nothing I could do about that. just trying to battle someone, touch the curb, span round. It wouldn't have been too bad if we hadn't got wing damage. Like, without that, I reckon we would have been okay, but bit unfortunate. But then the second one, just Samuel was going so slow through that chicane. Hi, Liam. Glad you could make it, lad. So P4 for us. Not the win that we wanted, but still a decent haul of points. Not sure where that puts us in the championship. We are out of contention for the title. We did join this tier pretty late, so unfortunately we're not in contention. We're looking for trying to get trying to get in the top 5, which I think, I'm not sure. I think Jack winning might have made this a bit more difficult. Yeah, I mean, we take the P4. Obviously, I'm not going to complain about points. It could have been more, but, you know, at the end of the day, to take... What lap did we stop? You know, we pitted on lap 5, and we've taken mediums 27 laps. Whew. Yeah. So, decent race, you can see. Fairly decent fastest lap as well, considering, obviously, we did that on mediums. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. Obviously, I know, like I said, bit disappointing from me. Obviously, I'm a bit gutted because I do enter all these races to try and win. So, obviously, a bit gutted that we couldn't win that race. We'll just switch over quickly to this view. But, yeah, I hope you did enjoy it. Obviously, like I said, not the race we wanted, but we take any points we can get. I'm just going to see if I can have a look at the points quickly. Load up the Discord. Due to the way the championship worked, obviously we got split from tiers. I've explained it in another video, but essentially we where are the standings? Yeah, at least we didn't. Like I said, I'll definitely take points. I'm not complaining about that. I just quickly need to get the standings up. Obviously, these won't be updated for this race yet, but just so we can work out where we actually are. So, to add, where do we come? P4, that's 12 points. That will jump us up to P9, I want to say. Yeah, we'll be P9 in the standings. Jack, unfortunately, would have been 1 point ahead, but he won the race, so he's going to jump way up, which is going to make our job a little bit more difficult. He's going to be on 63 points. We're probably not going to be able to catch him in the 2 races left, which is a shame. Obviously, we do want to try and do as well as we can, but obviously this season, bit of a write-off. We had a poor start. Obviously, winning last time out was a highlight, and very happy to get our first ever win in this league, because it's extremely competitive. Don't know if I've ever mentioned it. But, yeah, as debut seasons go, it could have been better. Yeah, so next week we have... what track's next week? It is Jeddah, actually. So next week we have a completely brand new track. I've not even driven around this circuit yet, so that is going to be quite interesting. I need to try and learn a track in a week and be as quick as some of these guys. Obviously, you've seen the pace some of these lot had today. It was absolutely mental. Obviously, didn't get the result we wanted, but we go again. That is what we're all about here. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you do want to get in the Discord, do check out the link below. Come and join. This setup and all the other setups will be going in. I've been a bit lax with it, but I'll put them all in later on tonight. And hopefully we should have a video out soon, because I've been a bit inconsistent with those as well. But that is it for this stream. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, bit disappointing, but points are points. We're not going to complain about that. We will be back exactly the same time next week for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, so hopefully you will join me for that. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button to make sure you don't miss it, and hopefully you all have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.